Mana, do, do.
Do the creep, and do the creep. And if you wanna make friends at the ATM, do the creep, and do the creep.
Wait. That's butter.
This is dreaming.
Hola, amigo. That was a nightmare you just saw. In scary dreams, there are two types, nightmares and night terrors. The difference between night terrors and nightmares is that nightmares happen during REM sleep, therefore they're more vivid, but night terrors happen in non-REM sleep. They're much harder to remember. Speaking of REM sleep, what is it? It's rapid eye movement, and it happens the fourth stage of sleep. Most people think that's the only time you dream, but it's not true. It's when the most vivid dreams happen, and everything else that happens outside of REM sleep, they can be hard to remember, but you can remember them. They aren't usually gone. And obviously there are three other stages. The first one's the lightest sleep. In that one, people who've woken up actually think they weren't ever asleep. And what happens in that stage is everything like blood pressure, heart rate, and body temperature all lower. And in the second stage, that lowers even more, and all the muscles that were exercised start to repair themselves. And in stage 3, it's preparing for the REM sleep, and everything drops pretty much completely. Not enough to obviously stop your heart, but that's when stage 4 happens. And it doesn't go straight to REM sleep, but the cycle actually starts over, and then once that cycle finishes, it does go into REM sleep. And every time REM sleep happens throughout the night, it gets longer periods and less breaks between. Dreams, they change throughout age. Babies, when they're in the womb, dream all the time, and because they don't see anything yet, they dream with the other experiences, like what they hear and what they feel. And when they are about 2 years old, they start to dream about 50 to 80% of their sleep time, and adults only dream about a third of their sleep. Men and women experience dreams a little differently. Women experience it more socially. Half the people they see are men and half are women, but when men dream, they see usually men, and it tends to be more aggressive. Now we got to talk about lucid dreams, my favorite part. To start, lucid dreaming is basically you're aware that you're dreaming and that you're asleep in your bed. And because you know you're dreaming, you can influence it any way you want. Your limit is literally your imagination. There are many different ways to induce lucid dreams. The 5 ways I know are the wild, the mild, the dilled, and the wake back to bed, and the mind awake body sleep. For the sake of the video time, I'll explain them really quickly. To do the mild technique, it stands for mnemonic induced lucid dream. What you want to do is go to sleep, having the mindset of a dream. And when you wake up, write down what you dreamt, and then go back to sleep, and you'll have a lucid dream, if you're successful. So, for a while, you want to go to sleep again and wake up in the position you're in and stay like that. So the position I'm in, I don't want to move. You close your eyes, and because you just woke up and you're in the same position, you'll start to see images and lights. It'll become more than images and lights, and eventually be so real with other senses. Just let it happen, don't try to control them, and eventually when it's so real, they'll be lucid dreams. Enjoy! Then there's the DILD. It stands for Dream-Induced Lucid Dream. What you want to do is, you're in a dream and you can't really control it. Whether you remember to or not, that's what decides it. You want to do a reality check. Like checking your watch twice. If the time changes, you're in a dream. And then there's the wake back to bed. What you want to do is wake up, and for an hour you're just thinking about lucid dreaming. And when you're thinking about it, you're motivated. And then when you go back to sleep, you might just have one. So the last one is sleep paralysis. Probably my favorite one. What you want to do is what the body does naturally every time you go to sleep. Basically, it paralyzes itself so that you don't move too much in your sleep. Now obviously with some people it doesn't work. And so to do this, you have to ignore every impulse, like scratches and swallows, and you want to just not move a muscle. After about 20 minutes, you'll feel a weight or tingling, and this means it's starting to work. Eventually, if you open your eyes, you'll be hallucinating. Close your eyes and you'll be in a lucid dream. Oh, I just woke up. What was I dreaming about? Hold on, this is where dreaming all comes in. Stay still and just start to think. Even if you think there's nothing, it'll pop up eventually. It's already working. Dreams, we never really know why exactly we dream. I mean, my wise friend Sigmund Freud had an interesting idea. He said it's fueled by our impulses and any aggressions really we have, sexual tendencies, whatnot. I mean, you can never be too sure because, well, they're pretty interesting. Crazy, actually. But even though we don't know now, there's probably a good reason, right? I mean, science is figuring things out every day. So, it's probably in the near future, right? I guess we'll just have to see. Whoa, I just had the weirdest dream. I was doing a class project.
Do the creep. And do the creep.
False awakenings. Sweet dreams, though. Oh, wait, you can't dream with chloroform.